Hi, this is Sonsonmushi, and today happens to be the winter solstice, December 21st. I guess, like on the other side or something of the earth, it's like the summer solstice instead for you guys. Something like that. But basically, this is the winter solstice. and to me, that means December 21st is officially the turning point for everything we've been going through, pretty much. So, you guys probably had a challenging year, 2018. I did at least. And so I really feel the energy now is shifting. I've been feeling this since December started, really, and in a lot of ways. And so now it's really beautiful, honestly. I feel like maybe we are all facing certain challenges. I feel like we all went through so much of 2018. There was kind of like a quote unquote final test at the end where like certain things were going on that a past version of us or sometime early in 2018 we wouldn't have handled it that well. But recently, you guys all might be able to pinpoint a situation where like you chose not to lose your cool or you did not get triggered, but you did before, and that's a sign of growth, of your progress. um, Anyways, that's what happened with me. So I just want to say good job, everybody. Congratulations. You've all made it to the end of 2018. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. The 12 and the 21. Just like a mirroring, like two twos and then the two ones. Yeah. So pretty cool. Anyways, I just wanted to do a general reading on the winter slash I guess summer solstice, and just kind of see what the cards have to say. So I'm gonna leave it facing me, just because lately, as you guys know, I've really been enjoying the attention on me with the camera. So I really like the camera being up here versus on the cards lately. But for the pick of cards, typically I'll have them face down. So let's see what this winter solstice energy wants us to know. I've got 3 decks with me here. My manga tarot deck or whatever is actually not next to me. The guidebook is, but the deck is over on my piano, and I'm fine not getting it because there happens to be 3 decks on this desk, and 3 is also my favorite number. Yeah. Okay, so that's shuffled. Wow. Joy and stability flew out, but I'm gonna put it back because I'm setting some intentions for this. Feeling pretty good. So we'll go back into the energy of what does Spirit want to say. At the heart of everything, what words might make you guys feel like, wow, like, whew, like Spirit gets it, like thank you, that kind of energy. Where, like the reason it's been a hard year, what does Spirit want to say about your hard year? Something positive and like a congratulations. Aw, we get the 9 of Wands, rest and reconsider. So Spirit wants to say, regarding the heart of the matter, Spirit says it's not too late to change your mind. Wow, I'm getting chills. For me, I don't know what there is to change my mind about, so I know this message isn't necessary for me. So I'm really picking up the collective here. So Spirit's saying it's not too late to change your mind. I feel like for some of you, this energy is seen as fighting. Maybe you're in like a fight or flight mode earlier, and now, or maybe all of 2018, you just dropped your fight or flight mode. You just really went into like taking a break from whatever this thing is that you used to really fight for or flee from. whatever it is, you care about it, you love it, you know? It could be love itself. You might just, this could just be, I was, you know, in 2018, it's like I was so tired of love. I just needed a break, you know? And it's like, now you've been apart from that so much, maybe it's created separation of some sort, and you're feeling like out on this mountain, out on this cliff, just kind of like, no one is there to like, you're tired. Like if a helicopter showed up with a ladder, you'd be like, oh, thank God, you know? But you're kind of like, no one's coming where you are. There's no way a helicopter will see you. There's no way you have cell phone service out there, you know? You're really at a place where it's like, it's only up to you to get back the energy and walk out of this situation where there's nowhere to go, really. It looks like there's nowhere to go here. And so Spirit is just saying like, like, it's okay. Like, we feel you. We feel your emotions. So what might you be feeling in that energy of being sitting there at that rock? What's your feeling? What emotion are you expressing? So we're getting a few things, actually. So we get seek. You're feeling some peace in this moment, actually. This period of time has given you many moments where you just found, honestly, pure peace. Peace and quiet, I'm hearing. Even though I'm listening to music and stuff, but still, I'm just hearing like connected out with nature. You just feel like you don't have to do, be, or act like anyone. You can just exist. So that's what I'm getting with this. So that's how you're feeling. You're also feeling that this is that fight or flight, win or lose. That's interesting. So that stuff I was talking about, Spirit's like, trust us. Like, there's a point to it. You don't always just lose. You lose until you figure out that there is no win or lose, and it's just about learning and working on your journey. It's like, it feels like win or lose because there's so many times where it might make sense and then suddenly it doesn't make sense. Putting down that sword and just being like, it doesn't have to make sense. I just do, you know? You don't think, you just do. And so that gets you out of the Five of Swords energy. Pretty cool. And then, you gotta let that go. You gotta let this win or lose mentality go. That it's gonna make sense or not make sense. That you gotta fight or flee. The Spirit's saying, let that go. It's time. Open up and just be. Okay, cool. Alright, wow, the blue herons on the back. This is the card of self-reflection. So the card of seeing yourself in others, seeing yourself in these circumstances. I think you're well aware of how others are a reflection of you. Maybe what you're tired of is seeing the ripple effect, the cause and effect type of action or events that occur in your life. This fear that maybe it's me, of like a level of what you are worthy of or what's for you on your path. Maybe you're like, this is what's for me. This is what people told me is for me, you know? And now you're like, wait a second. I don't have to listen to those people? Like, wait a second. I don't have to be what someone else thinks is right. I can just do what I think is right. That type of energy. And accept all outcomes, all consequence, you know? Accepting that sometimes people get hurt. Like, you know, maybe you're worried about... It's actually funny. Someone really dear to me told me one time, you don't show all your cards. I'm seeing that, probably for that person too, but not showing all your cards is the Five of Swords energy. It creates this, like, this fear of, like, the reason you don't do that is so nobody gets hurt, you know? This is letting go of that. Letting go of worrying that you're gonna hurt somebody's ego. Your truth, your honesty, all it can do is hurt an ego. It will only heal the soul. Ooh, it's an interesting quote. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with the blue heron. The swan, another bird. You're recognizing how beautiful you are. I think, so I see how this relates to me. So I think you are seeing the beauty in you in another, you know? Like you met someone and they bring out the beauty in you that of course has always been there. You know, you're always beautiful, but you met someone who really sees it and they like, you know, they like really get it. Like they really get what beauty means. It's not a matter of saying you have all these gifts and skills and things. It's not about that. It's about your soul. This is a connection where someone sees your soul or you're seeing someone else's soul, both, you know, and you're both just kind of learning how beautiful you are. I feel, wait, it's resonating with me. So I feel how it could for you guys as well is maybe this is you and you're like, hey, you're beautiful and I'm just like everybody else. And this is the person who's like, I'm just like everybody else. And then sees through you like, wait a second, no, I'm beautiful. Which, we're all beautiful, but you know, like, I feel like, from what I understand of this situation, I am kind of mixing my ego a bit into the connection, into this reading right now, but like, I really feel these are the messages anyways, so I may as well, because it'll be relatable for me and easier for me to express that. So yeah, this is someone who, they maybe have a really good understanding that we're all the same, that everyone has, you know, like a body, brain, like nerves, you know, stuff like that. And so they're like, we're all the same. And then maybe they don't feel very beautiful about themselves. But then they meet you and they're like, okay, here's someone who, of course, we're all the same. I know this. I know that they're the same as me and everyone here. We're all, you know, but wow, they really are beautiful. Like, yeah, but like, sorry, but they're trying to say like recognizing their own beauty other than just being the same, because they met someone, they're like, this person, yeah, beauty, like that's beauty on a soul level. And so they recognize, wait, if we're all the same, then that means I'm beautiful on a soul level. Like, it's kind of what I'm getting. And then this person is kind of like, they kind of recognize their beauty, but they don't feel the same. And then they meet this person and they're learning from this person, like, oh, we are all the same. So they teach each other something. You know, Swan over here is like, you're beautiful, Blue Heron. And Blue Heron is like, hey, you know, like, you're not so different. Like, you're not excluded, you're included. Yeah, this is totally resonating for me. So, sorry if that, like, didn't resonate with you guys and it was just, like, a personal thing for me. But, that's what I'm getting, pretty much. So, let's see why Spirit is bringing this up. I feel that's all related to the earlier cards about opening up and whatnot, but what does Spirit want to say about that regarding the winter solstice? So that's what you guys are seeing on this soul level with one another. Wow. So I'm getting balance. This is the bear card, basically. This is introspection. But I'm going to take up some different messages. One second. I feel like you're adding some finishing touches, is what I'm seeing, to this connection. There's a cherry being put on top. There's like a finesse, I guess. And there's still some rocks and gravel that you're reaching out of this cauldron, this cup, this pot, whatever it is, bowl. You can even imagine a lake or an ocean. And whatever that ocean, lake, cup, bowl is, it's your relationship. It's your connection with this person. And in essence, with the universe, with everyone, you know? Of course, whatever you're going to be relating with this individual, that is a connectivity to the universe. So any gravel interfering with that connection is being filtered out. And so that happens when you feel more connected with others, with the universe, when you're connected with yourself, connected. So you're both doing this, which means whether you've met this person, whether you're communicating a ton or not a ton, the connection is going to be strengthened no matter what, because we are all removing the gravel that's in the way of our own spiritual journeys. That's not just about this person, but just our spiritual journeys, like in general. So whatever you are doing, you're picking up that it's just healing this connection, basically, and any connections you have. Because the more gravel you remove, that's when you realize all that was really there was water, genuine emotions flow. There's blockages that don't need to be there. Okay, so these all flipped out the corner. So we got the ants. This is gonna take time. Patience is the ant card regarding hawk and crow. So we got more birds. So it's interesting. So slow and steady enough, a message is on its way. The deliverance of a message. Maybe, and it's not like, oh, I'm not trying to say like someone's going to text you. I'm saying spiritually, you're sending vibes piece by piece. It's taking time to travel. You and the person, it's like you're bringing bits of information to this person, and then the person will, with that information, will kind of act off of that. And so you're bringing piece by piece, lesson by lesson, blessin by blessin, as well as the crow and the card, which to me means soon. So pretty much this is law of attraction to me. This is shadow aspect, shadow work, balanced shadow work. So it's like you've accomplished it, and now you can use the law of attraction and manifest things. Dang, I think my brother's upset that I lent his GameCube controller to somebody. It was the very one he didn't want me to lend. I just read the message. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyways, what I'm getting is that you've really done the shadow work. So now your light and your shadow, your hopes, your indulgences, anything that you used to not feel good about on the shadow aspect, maybe even the light aspect, now it's like you've balanced that. You've accepted yourself a lot through this year. Now this turning point, you have a lot of self-love and everything embodying you. So Spirit's like, your manifesting skills are gonna like skyrocket. So everyone, get ready for that. Whatever you're trying to manifest, this is not about manifesting people. That's not, like, it's a thing technically, but it's you're manifesting energy. Like, you know, like, oh, I wanna like manifest Estelle, like the celebrity, the singer, you know, like, let's manifest Estelle. Like, it's not that type of law of attraction. Is not like that's not how it works. Maybe it's how it works for you guys, but for me, it's more so about the law of attraction. It has to do with what you are. I mean, we are Estelle, but I mean, like, but that's the point, you know. Like, you could manifest someone else that means that to you, you know. So it's like manifesting concepts, love, like ideas, abundance. Whatever you manifest, you create. So it's not like you can't create a person and then like bring them here, you know, but you can create like an action. You can create a movement that like gravitates you towards something that already exists, which I guess is still a person. So I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just saying, like, I get a slight vibe that you guys might be thinking about like trying to work on like manifesting like a person. And oh yeah, that's really what the message is. It's basically, it's like you don't have to try to manifest this union, this coming together. Like it's just happening. Like, and it's like, it's because you're removing the gravel. By removing the gravel, you're able to manifest things, but you're not manifesting the union of the connection itself, because that's always there. And we are just, and then I guess in that aspect, we're just manifesting things that are already there. But like, yeah, hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, really. Basically, this helps, the Seven of Cups. It's like, if you focus too much on one aspect over the other, shadow over light or light over shadow, you're gonna manifest something that's out of balance. But finding balance is also removing blockages and removing that gravel. So when you get back out of balance, whatever you tried to just now manifest, now you're not in your manifesting mode. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say you can't manifest love, or like even in the form of a person, you know, of course you can, but it's like the intention behind how you do that would influence the scales of shadow and light. So if you do it in a way that balances them both, more or less it'll work. But if you do it in a way that has an intention more leaned one way versus another, more towards shadow versus light, more towards yourself versus other, or more towards other versus yourself, it's gonna slide. It's not gonna be this. So like when it's level and balanced, two things on this table can magnetize towards one another. But when it's tipped, they'll both just slide which way, you know, but they'll never connect. So Spirit is just saying, if you, now I'm going to use that same card analogy, but if you play your cards right, you basically are very, very close to manifesting union. And that's like the opposite of peaceful. Like that might stress you out because you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I make sure I don't like want it too much or this or that? That's the thing. You can want it however much you want. You can want it really, really bad. You can want it like crazy. But then you're gonna have to ask yourself why. Why do you want it? And it's those things that you will be able to pinpoint and let go of. It might be like, well, like that person treated me good. It's like, okay, so why? Why does that matter? It's like, well, maybe someone treated me bad before. And then it's like, oh, let that connection go. The thing that made you feel bad. And that's the gravel. Yeah. So, and then when you do that, all that's left is the connection. And when all that's left is the connection, you no longer worry about what if they're here in front of me and what if they're not. Like, what if they come back or whatever, or what if they don't come back? They're both the same thing because you have met this person already. And even if you haven't in this lifetime, you basically have energetically already connected with this person, and it's basically just a matter of attracting them more. To attract them more is to basically love your life more. The more you love your life, the more you attract love. And so interesting cards just came out. Justice. This is my card. And this is the Ten of Pentacles. And that's the long game, the end game commitment. It's the happy endings card. So the Ten of Cups, let's put this in a video game. The Ten of Cups is when you just get to the ending and you won. You just beat the game. Hooray. The Ten of Pentacles is like, after you beat the game, it goes into the credits and they're like, for the next 1,000 years, there was peace in the land. You know, it's after you have won. It's the end game. Not that we're like winning at stuff. I guess we're winning at life. Yeah, winning at life. So Spirit is just saying, like, all this is going to balance out. The more you heal, appreciate yourself, love yourself, feel worthy, like everything regarding the self, the more you go on that journey, the more lessons, it's funny, the more lessons you learn and stuff, the more the scales go back to balancing. Once they're back to balance, you're gonna see exactly like how, like, kind of easy, but really it's hard, but how easy law of attraction really is. So let's see Spirit's advice about the law of attraction. Just like, what do you do, right? Let's say you are in this balanced energy where you're supposedly this manifester, right? What do you do from that point on to continue manifesting? What does Spirit suggest you do? And, what energy does that seem like? This is the energy of appreciation. This is the energy of gratitude. The energy of gratitude is the energy in which you manifest. Gratitude of all the gravel that you collected. Gratitude that you, what's it called? I was saying it earlier. Filtered it out of the water system, the gravel. Gratitude that you got it out too. Gratitude that you met literally everyone on your journey. Even people who upset you that one day, or like this one person cut you off in traffic, because they did. You were 10 minutes late to something and you got in line, and by being 10 minutes late into this line, you were the 100th customer and you got a free sandwich, like the ripple effect. Everything you are today is because all the previous moments existed. Take one moment out, even the bad one, and it just changes your entire reality of today. You wouldn't exist. What you have learned wouldn't exist. All the good times you experienced from that moment on wouldn't have happened in this reality, or in your other reality. Other amazing blessings would have happened though. So there's blessings in every reality, every day, every life. It's painful when we're living in one that doesn't feel like it, but it's a matter of recognizing that there's still blessings even in that one, the quote unquote undesirable outcome, right? There's desirable ones and undesirable ones. I lived an undesirable one for 20 years, and I was like, I'm tired of believing this is my destiny. Why not believe I am in the desirable one, that I can change fate, that I don't have to go towards doom, gloom, pain, despair, sorrow, and illness, that I can go towards healing. Maybe I don't heal as much as others physically or this or that, but I can still heal, This is the energy of understanding you can always heal. You can always feel better. Not like when you're hurt, like, just cheer up. Not like that. I mean, like, if you're feeling this good, you can always feel gooder. If you're feeling bad, you can feel worse. But when you're feeling good, you can feel better. You can always keep healing. And that's going to take time and balancing, dabbling between the energies of feeling good and feeling bad. All of our emotions we're going to feel. So that is the energy to be in with this crow's energy. This is what helps keep you in the manifestation mode. Because when you're with that, you can think more fairly and balanced of what you're trying to really manifest here. 8 of Wands. It'll also, with the energy of appreciation, you eventually learn the energy of letting go. It's like if someone helps you a lot and you're like, yay, and then you hold on to them and you're like, okay, you can't leave. You're mine now, you're helping me. Suddenly that person doesn't feel good anymore, right? So that person who helped you, you're gonna have to let them go, so that they feel free. And then, or not even person, it can be an energy of anything else. It's just that there's a lot of love messages in here, and this is like about coming together. So that's a vibe I get, but it doesn't have to be for you guys. However this resonates, that could have just been for me, And honestly, I'm just getting this is like the energy you're literally in, because this is what you need for the crow's energy. You have been learning to let go. And if you feel that you haven't, now would be a good time to start really putting in the energy for that. It's hard. But it's gonna balance things out. We're at the solstice. We're at the turning point. Things are about to get better. Every time I think about turning things around, it reminds me of this song from, I don't know if you guys seen the Black Panther movie. I have not, but I've listened to the album like a billion times. And there's this one song that's like it's talking about like time to turn it around and stuff like that. I don't remember the name of the song right now, but the whole song, yeah, that's like the lyrics. It's like it's time to turn things around. So this is the turning point. This is the time where, you know, like in every good series, the good guys or whatever have challenges where they feel, you know, like they're getting defeated, like they're getting their asses kicked, you know? This is the time where, like, you know, but they never gave up. And then they got the training and the lessons needed to figure out how they're going to beat that enemy, how they're going to tackle that challenge, you know? So this is the turning point. And yeah, there's still some fear in there. There's still some commitment issues and indecisiveness, stop and go. You know, there's times where you feel like giving up, maybe, where you get close, even, perhaps. Or you go back to not feeling good about yourself, or not feeling good about your journey. Or maybe things you thought you let go of, you find you still have attachments to. Those were, once again, more fears still attached to it. And so you're going to keep releasing those with the energy of love. The vibration of love will help you with that. Because you will love even those things. And once you love even the bad things, the things you fear, you can then let them go. So like, I love you, but yeah, you can totally go. Like, I'm letting you go now. Even though I love that. Or love, you know, this not great thing. And like, and I really mean love, like loving, not being mistreated, but like you love who you are through that event already happening. And so instead of being afraid of like, oh, maybe that bad thing ruined things for you or whatever, instead of being afraid of that, you love it because you're like, it didn't ruin things for me. I'm still me. I'm good. I can let that go, you know? That kind of energy. So, I have these lava rock. They're supposedly lava rocks. Lava rock diffusers where you put essential oils in them. It's pretty good. But a final message, what Spirit wants to say with this turning point, to me it looks pretty clear what you're manifesting, but let's ask Spirit, so what is the outcome of this turning point? As of right now and later. So right now, Page of Pentacles. Well, the outcome is that pure appreciation and letting it go. This creates a seed into the earth. Doing that also creates basically what people, I guess, would call good karma. And what does that bring in later? What does this early, basically investment, growing something, planting, watering stuff, that brings, what is this? Ooh! Yeah, the growth. The King of Pentacles. So that's pretty powerful. Like, literally, it just went from the Page of Pentacles all the way to the King of Pentacles. So when you have this gift and you're like, okay, I understand, and you like, boop, you know, letting it go doesn't mean it's gone. It just means, you know, it'll just kind of like be there. Maybe it'll just plop right onto the earth. And you're like, oh, okay, I can let this go and watch it grow, and it'll not just be in one place, but it'll be everywhere, you know? Brings in victory for you. You're going to feel very good about what manifests in the long run. So I think you all know that, like, all this early investment stuff, you're like, okay, 2019 is going to be pretty lit. So this is all kind of the turning point and what to expect when going towards 2019. So those are all the messages. Very powerful. It's 7:56. Those are both number synchronicities for me. Love you all so much. I'm eternally grateful you are all here on your journeys, doing your own thing. And keep it up. I'll see you guys in 2019, and I'll see you guys in perhaps some future videos that I might do tonight. Peace out.